Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Today I wanted to go ahead and talk about the community and not really the community, but just shed some light on what happened yesterday and also just kind of definitively last time around talk about this. I want to move on overall, and I think we all as a community should, from the negativity and the issues. I think we can all say that the thank you celebration was a complete just failure in the eyes of a lot of the fan base, a lot of the player base that are active on Reddit and Facebook and stuff like that. There's just a lot of toxicity around that celebration specifically. And it doesn't help that JP just picked up a lot of stones for something similar. Not necessarily, but there was a similar issue in there, and Global didn't get anywhere near that. So, of course, the Global player base is upset due to the inequality, which, again, is 100% warranted. Because trust me, I would have loved 300 free stones on Global. What? I haven't even touched the Janemba banner because I don't have the funds right now to do so. I will this weekend, but, like, I don't have the funds. Like, I would have loved that. So I get the point, and I feel like it's warranted, right? Because there is inequality. Now, to some extent, I feel like it goes both ways, because I feel like the Global player base should get their own things, should have their own relative, events and stuff like that. Like, they've got them a couple of times, but I feel like there's favoritism for the Japanese version, and for, I guess, because that's their main version, that's their first baby. I guess maybe that's why. And again, not saying that it's warranted, but I guess there's a little bit of an explanation why. But overall, I mean, there's always been issues in this game, and we've always vocalized them. I feel like some of the more prevalent things are, hey, why didn't you make the free stones a day stay? What they've done is that they found a way to basically give you like 1 stone a day at this point. I don't know if that's tied to events, like on Japan, for example, but just using up a certain amount of stamina gets you 1 a day. That's better than nothing. But they've also done little things like, hey, our celebrations mainly only give you 1 stone for login nowadays. 1 stone a day. They used to give a little bit more than that per day. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, they've done a little bit more recently on Global. I mean, it was 50 stones or so just for playing, or 44 something for logging in and playing during the celebration. So that's cool, on top of the maintenance stones. So they did give out a multi-summon worth of stones and a couple singles, it seems like. But again, I listened to Nano's video, and I think he touched on it a little bit. The main reason I wanted to do this is because I felt like, and I did it in my white screen video yesterday, I felt like the black screen video could have been misconstrued because of the fact that I was upset, and I was in the heat of the moment. I was just very upset, just frustrated for something that had been going on for months, right? Anytime something happens in this game, people feel like it's on us to voice that, and I understand why, and we do. That's the thing, is we try to. We say what we can, how we can, but then it comes to, well, we don't have the power that you guys think we do, which is the truth. But then it turns into, well, you can protest, you can do this or that, and it's like, well, yeah, I could, but I legitimately enjoy making videos on this damn game. If I don't personally have a problem with it, like, well, not that I don't have a problem with it. If I'm not upset to that extent, to where I'm going to protest the game and stuff like that, then I'm just not going to, and that's my right. But I do what I can, when I can, how I can. And that's what a lot of us do. And there's a level of it, too, to our channel sustainability. Of course, I'm going to still play the game because a lot of you guys watch my channel for the game. I'm not going to just completely stop because I'm upset at the game or it's doing something that I don't agree with. But I will continue to voice issues with the game. And you guys have taken it upon yourself to do so as well, which I implore you to do. I don't know who all hears what we do, but at least it's something, right? Because I know that a lot of people look at us as being the voice of the community, a lot of us on YouTube, and that's perfectly fine because we have a following. I understand why. I just didn't want to be the scapegoat, right? And that was the only reason that I did the video. And honestly, it wasn't even for me, man. I'm just so sick of people trying to attack, for example, Rhyme Style because he goes down to Bandai. He gets free stuff. He gets free games. Fine, right? But that doesn't mean the man doesn't have the integrity to say, hey, this is the issue. Or, hey, we have a problem here. He does so much that you guys don't even know about because he can't, really talk about it publicly like that. And there's a lot going on here. And he tries really hard. Just not for just this game, but for every game he plays that's Bandai affiliated. He tries. And I didn't really like that. So that's why it just got under my skin. When people say he's getting paid or we're getting paid so we won't say anything and stuff like that. And it's not even the case. That's not even the case. That's not even true. And you have no way to prove it. That was the real reason behind the frustration. And I didn't want to, because you guys know me, I'm real, right? I just try to be real. I try to be honest. I'm not about tearing you down. And I felt like the black screen video could have been perceived as tear down. And there was a lot of positivity on it and a lot of people agreeing with my sentiments. But I took it down. It's not down, not deleted. It's unlisted. You have to go through the white screen video to get to it. And I really still, I don't want you guys to do that. Please don't. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about is in regards to the videos, just don't even bother. Because I don't want you guys to get that type of drama. But really, let's understand something. The game has a lot of issues. But at the end of the day, it's a mobile game. We have investments in it. We've spent our time. Some of us have spent our money. And both, right? But it is a mobile game. It's not worth getting upset at one another over. So let's just try our best, right, to do what we can to spread awareness, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stop producing content. My summons, my spending is my own. It doesn't even affect what happens with Bandai. But a lot of you guys have taken it upon yourself to say, hey, I'm going to stop spending on the game until the game improves. And I 100% agree with that notion. If you guys have an issue with the game and you're a paying player, please, by all means, take that free liberty and just don't spend on the game. Seriously, don't. I can say don't play because some people took offense to me saying don't play if you don't like it. That wasn't meant to be offenseful, or if that's even a word, offensive. It was just the reality of the situation. If you don't like something, you don't have to do it. That's just really it. Like, if I don't like YouTube, I don't have to do YouTube. That's just the reality of the situation. That's always an option. So please don't forget that. But it wasn't meant to be offensive. But, if we're in a situation like that and really you don't like what's happening, you don't have to support it, right? Just don't support it. And I want you guys, seriously, this is me saying, hey, do this, right? If you don't like the way the game is being treated, if you don't like the inequality, if you don't like the way that, things get changed on the fly, if you're the global player, stop spending on it. I'm not going to tell you to stop playing again because I've already said that. And apparently, again, that's counterintuitive because maybe you just enjoy the game like I do and you're going to continue to play it and you're going to continue to play it or spend money. That's fine. Other things you can do, people are doing, is I'm not going to tell you this isn't effective because I can't speak to the validity of that, but a bunch of the Redditors are basically downvoting the application in the App Store. If you want to be a part of that, feel free to. Go ahead. I implore you to do that as well. Explore that option. I will continue to not protest, but continue to voice issues in this game, because I think there's a handful of them, and I think that it's blatantly obvious that they just don't care about them. That's the main thing, is that they just don't care. But I'll continue to do what I can, how I can. So I know the same can be said for a lot of my friends as well. A lot of you guys look up to us for a lot of things, and we want to be able to help you guys out when we can. And I wanted to do this video again. Last time I talk about it, but again, I felt like the previous video came off a bit harsh, and that's not really who I am. Again, it was just in the heat of the moment. So I didn't want to do all that. I don't like to have to be angry. I very rarely do stuff like that. It's probably like the third time, I guess, but yeah. So anyways, hope you guys could appreciate this. Hope I was able to clear up some sentiments. Feel free to join the Reddit and, stop supporting it, man. Stop. Seriously. Eventually they'll hear us, with our wallets. My individual spending, I don't even spend that freaking much anymore. Like, I barely spend on this game, to be completely honest with you. Most of my videos aren't even summon videos. I do summon videos like 3 a month. Literally. Seriously. Like 3 to 5 a month maximum. My spending is nothing. If I want a unit, I'm sorry, I get baited into it. But I support other games, honestly. I support Fire Emblem because it's a really good game. I support Duel Links because it's a good game. They handle... well, those games do things that the community wants. Duel Links has surveys in it, and they implement stuff from your surveys. I'm waiting on Dokkan to improve. And, again, let's just band together as a community. Let's do what we can to make it a more enjoyable place and game for everybody. Let's stop arguing on Reddit. Stop downvoting each other because people have different opinions. Let's stop shit-talking people. Let's stop cussing each other out. Let's just... cut an end to it. I know this will happen again in the future. So just, I don't know. I'm just one guy. Anyways, take it easy, guys. Thank you for tuning in.